What's up, beautiful people? Joyfully Sarah here, and I'm hyped because I'm here with another YouTube video. And this one is near and dear to my heart. You want to know why? Because I've been caught slipping. This past week has been so challenging for me, and I would like to say that this happened and it was out of my control, but everything that happened this past week was because of this girl right here. It was all on me. So, I know that you can probably relate. There have been times in your life where you've fallen short, and it was because of you. And so I wanted to make this YouTube video to give you some tips that really helps me in moments where I have fallen short or I'm kind of out of whack spiritually. And so these 3 things are really, really helpful to get your mind and your heart aligned again with God. Y'all ready? I'm hyped because I'm telling you these things work and they will change your life. Here is my first tip. This first tip is to pray. And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. This is very, very hard to do when you are struggling, when you know that you have done things that are wrong, at least for me. I don't know. Am I the only one? It's very, very difficult for me to pray when I know that I'm in the wrong. But when I push past it, when I'm in the wrong and I push past and actually pray, it transforms everything. When we take the time to pray in the midst of our wrong, it shows faith and trust in God, and God honors that. So what should we pray for? We should pray for wisdom. We should pray for peace. We should pray for a heart change. We should pray for God's strength to take over in our weaknesses and in our failures. One of the Psalms that I love to pray when I fall short is Psalm 51:10. Where David is crying out to God after sinning against him. He says, "Create in me a clean heart and renew a steadfast spirit within me." That is always my prayer when I fall short and when I take the time to pray before the Lord. I hope that's helpful. And here's my second tip. Relationships matter. This is another one that's hard to do. Matter of fact, you're gonna notice a little trend. Well, all these 3 things, it can be difficult to do when we are struggling or when we have fallen short, but it's so very life-changing and helpful to you if you actually implement these things when you fall short, and they can really help you. So getting back to that second tip, relationships matter. This is so very important because if you're like me, you are tempted to go through whatever you're going through, and then after you overcome, you tell a friend. I don't know. Again, is this only me? But it's so powerful when you take the time to actually communicate in the midst of you falling short with your family and friends. Why is this important? Because it can give you clarity through other people. God can give you clarity. He can use other people to speak to you. But also, it gives you a sense of freedom. Shame traps us. Shame leaves us lonely by ourselves. And all the lies of the enemy can come into our brain when we are isolating ourselves. But the moment when we tell someone, the moment where we're in the midst of our trials and tribulations, or even self-inflicted things that are going on, that is where freedom starts. And so I encourage you, I challenge you, when you are falling short and you know that you're in the wrong, communicate with a friend, communicate with a family member, and it will bring freedom. It will release shame. That is huge. All right, here's my third and final tip, and it is worship. I love this one, and this one was big because I told y'all I had fell short. I was falling short all last week. It was a hot mess, but worship was the thing that brought me back to the heart of God. What does this look like? What is worship? Worship is just simply aligning your heart and mind with God. And a lot of times we do that with music, and that's exactly what I did this past week. I use music to align my heart and mind to God's will, to His word, to His truth. And so what I did was before in the midst of me like laying in bed in the morning, I would turn on worship music before I even got out of bed, or as I was putting on my makeup in the bathroom, worship music, washing dishes, worship music, whatever, in the car, worship music. I was just worship all day, every day. And what that did was reprogram my brain to align with the truth of God. So very key. I hope that these tips were helpful. Comment below with your tips of what you do when you fall short. And always remember that there is hope. We don't have to be condemned as God's children, as God's daughters. We can live free, bold, and fearless because we know that nothing can separate us from the love of God. So please remember to like this video, share it with your girlfriends, share it with your girlfriends, and also turn on your notifications so that you can get updates on when new videos are being uploaded. I love you. I hope that this has helped. Goodbye, beautiful people.